Okay, hey guys, it's me, Tony. All right, so I do not own the rights to this music, but you know, I am going to be jamming to some 80s, 90s throwbacks, okay? All right, right now I don't have any makeup on my face or have you, but I did go ahead and add my last strip, right? So I did wipes. So right now, I'm just applying the Clinique Hyperallergenic Moisturizer to my skin, the NYX pencil, and it is in chocolate. So I don't use a super dark brown. Even when my hair was black, I didn't. I think we need to have our eyebrows as soft as possible. I'm not one of those people that just like strong brow. You know what I mean? Strong brow.
I think it looks a mess. That's just me. And that's just me because this is my business, okay? Right?
So here. So I do short strokes. I do just a tiny, very soft short strokes. Right? I do like a tiny little line in here. And then I also just do short strokes, pulling it toward here, the center of my nose. Understand, our eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So I like to use the spoolie, which I think a lot of people don't use the spoolie for some reason to dissipate the color. You know, because you can always go back in and fill in what you think needs to be filled in, right? My LA Girl concealer, and I want to say this one is in toffee. So I use just a little bit. I also use this color, and it's in chestnut. So I do that over the top. I do that real lightly because I use a darker color because what? It matches my skin tone. I get as close as possible to the way I want my eyebrow to be shaped, right? So then I go over the top and I blend that in. I don't like to have the top of my eyebrows too light. I don't like to have them too light because to me, you know, it's just saying eyebrow.
These brows look okay, guys. Because this is my first time doing this tutorial. And honey, who knows, right?
So what I like to use though, for primer, I use several different kinds. But one of my high end that I would say that I like to use is the Tatcha primer. So it is pore concealing. This primer is. So, but honey, you know, sometimes it's just really great to come on down if you can't afford that 50-some. Get it for 22. So I just go ahead and I put it on the places where I feel like I need it, especially like right in here and around my mouth. I do not like to look like I have large pores. Nothing against folks got large pores. I just don't want them, you know. And again, that's my business, right? I just don't want them. Take some more of the concealer, and I will put that over my eyes, just lightly though. Right? So I do like color, guys. I just don't really wear like a bunch of different colors. And if I do, I only put them on the mobile lid. I do not take frost or anything above my mobile lid.
That is a no, and a hell no, okay? For me. And again, it's my business, right?
Zulu palette. And I have tons of different palettes. But I like this because it's concentrated. The orange color, this has a transition. So just real easy. And I use a transition. I just put that like right here, right above my mobile lid. And I do a windshield wiper effect. After that, and I take mine all the way out. I extend it all the way out, right? Because I love for my eyes to look bright. Go in, and I love to use the Saharan palette that is by Juvia's. So I love these two colors. So I think these are so pretty. And again, all of their colors are so heavily concentrated. So I just kind of just dab a little, mix them both, patting. Even with this brush, I'm just patting it. So that's all that I'm doing, right? And that gave me just enough color. Now I'm just kind of gonna go in again and soften the edges, and just to blend it out, right? So I hope you guys can see that. I think it's pretty. Okay, so after that, I go in and I just use a old school black eyeliner from Wet n Wild. Right? Because this is makeup on a budget. So, okay. That's my eyeshadow. Super quick. Ready to go. Right? I'm going to go ahead and I'm also going to do just a tiny bit of color correcting. I don't do too much of it, but ever since I've been wearing my glasses, it leaves a really, yucky type of, you know, demarcation type of thing. Just decolorize. I don't know if decolorize is the right word, but you know, it darkened. It darkened my eyes. It just darkened it. So I don't like it. But I need those glasses. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'll do that. And I kind of just let that sit. So what this does is it takes away all of that dark pigment. The Juvia's Place, and I want to say this is Burkina. And then this is the color number 310. It took me quite a while to try to figure out what color matched to me. So with Juvia's Place, it is 100% full coverage, y'all. And I'm going to take a itsy bitsy spider mouth. Like, seriously, you only need, I don't even know I need this much. right? And so I just go and I stipple it. I stipple it over my face because, again, to me, the concentration needs to be right here into the center of your face. I stipple it in here first. I hardly ever put makeup on the top of my forehead. It's just, when I say it's a little bit, it's a little bit. Because I don't like that how, if I'm sweating or something and it look crazy. And I do that, and then I'll take my beauty blender and I will stretch. I will stretch the rest of my color. I will stretch it around my ears and down up and around my neck. And blend out whatever else I need to. So I can always add just a little bit more if I felt like I needed it. So maybe just a wee. Like wee. Right? Wee. So then I'll just kind of go in and just put it in the spaces where I feel like, where I really feel like it kind of needs it. I like for it to look skin-like. I don't like when people are just like looking at me like, whoa. You know, like, whoa. Like I said, onto my neck. All right. So yeah, I think that is a perfect matte. This is a velvety matte finish. It's supposed to be a soft matte. So we shall see. And I use, this is number 11. This is Juvia's Place as well. So this is the concealer. So again, you only really need just a little bit because, you know, this is like no game. This is full coverage concealer too. And this is concealer. I'm not highlighting. So it just kind of helps to give me a little bit more around the certain areas. I got the tip of my beauty blender and I'm really focusing right where I told you guys from my glasses has created that dark spot because I didn't used to have that. Either I want to be able to see or I'm going to be tripping on that dark spot. You know what I'm saying? So that I said, I want to be able to see. You want to make sure that no matter how long it takes, that you have all of this stuff blended in. So then after that, I like to go in and to use my Born This Way Butterscotch for highlight, for my highlight concealer. So I'll take just a little bit of this because I like for my under eye to be kind of bright. So I kind of let that sit for a minute. So prior to this, I do have a tiny little beauty mark that I love. But once I put my makeup on, you can't see it. Liquid liner, and I'll just go. And I'll put my beauty mark right back where I love it. Right? And again, you ain't got to do that because see, this is my business. Right? Stipple this out. But I do let it sit for a little while because I feel like as if, especially with my highlighter, I have a little bit more control when I've let it kind of just sit in certain places.
Go in, and I like to be able to contour just a little bit though. Just a little bit.
So I just take just a tiny little bit. So it's maybe about 2 shades darker than my natural complexion. So what I like to do is, I just go right here. But the reason I'm doing this, contouring, with this darker concealer, foundation concealer, is because I like to bring back in shadows. You gotta think like makeup is just like painting. You got the highlight, and you have a contour. So what I do is, I lay it, instead of laying it like right in the hollows of my cheek, I go up just a little bit more. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm just lightly tapping it up, and I'm blending it out. Right? And I'm going up because I don't want to go down because that's going to drag my face down. But do y'all see? Baby cheekbone. Cheekaboo. Cheekaboo, honey. Cheekaboo. But I do go in and I just kind of soften it. And kind of go ahead and get rid of, well, not get rid of, but go ahead and let the highlight concealer do what it do. All right. And like I said, I like for my under eye to be bright. So the thing is, with the highlighter, you just want to dab it. You know, not where you could just be like, oh my God, highlight. You don't need it to be like that. You just need it to be just enough. So then I go back in with my brush. And I want to say I got this brush from e.l.f. Because I used to purchase like expensive brushes. And then I was like, Spirit said, stop it. Spirit said, stop it. So again, I don't take my highlighter out too far because I already kind of have a wide face. And I don't want my face to look even wider. So the more highlight, you know, mine gonna be looking as wide as this mirror. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, it kind of took just a little bit of my eyeshadow off. So I go back in. I don't add any more color. But I go back in with my little e.l.f. brush. And I just kind of, just shadow it. Okay. So then I go in with the Fenty Beauty. And then this color is in Banana. So I go in. And I really don't bake a lot because I have dry skin. So I just kind of put just enough. And I really don't even bake. It makes me look like I'm about 100 years old. And so I had to realize I was letting that powder was making me look like, dry as some saltines. You know what I'm saying? Right? So I'm still blending, guys. And again, that's the key. Blend, 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 blend. So after I have done that, and I go back in with my eyeliner, and I just kind of lightly put some black in my waterline. I go back into these two colors, right? And I'll just kind of drag it a little bit, because I just kind of like smoked it just a little bit. Because I want to try to get some of this powdery look off of my skin, but I really feel like it looks like a skin. All right, so I'm going to go in with my Morphe again. What I actually like to do is go in, and I take my beauty blender, and I really, really press that into my skin. My little Morphe palette, and I really like it. It's 8H, so it has like some pretty highlight colors. So this is like my favorite one right here. So I'll use my little e.l.f. brush, and I'll take a little bit on my nose, and I'll put just a little bit at the tops of my cheeks. All right? So then I also take it on my finger, put it there. So pretty, okay? Because what you're really trying to do with the highlight is just kind of let it be wherever you think God's light is actually going to show naturally. That's where you actually want to put that type of highlight, right? Concealer that I did my contour with, and I put just a tiny bit. I'm not even going to use this much. Tiny bit that's on my fingers, and I'll go down because I have a very small nose. So what it does is it gives me just a nice little bridge, because I really don't have that much of a bridge. There's nose. There's nose, honey, because the nose had left the building. Okay, so then I really, really love this. So pretty, right? You really pretty much can almost go out the door. But what I like to do though, I like to go in, and this is pretty bronzer from Fenty. And I would just dab my little makeup. So I kind of just do like this, and then I just love it. Okay, and what I'll do too, with leftover of the concealer that I had, or the contour that I had, I'll take just a little bit, and I put it across my 8 head. All right, so then I go in, and I will blend this because it just shortens my forehead. Shortens my forehead just a little bit. And honey, this 8 head needs all the shortening that it can get, okay? And then I'll go back in with my foundation brush, and I soften the edges. All right, so when I am doing it, I am blending it, and I am bringing it down. I'm not going up, I'm bringing it down. Using my sharpener. So I am going to use my brown Wet n Wild, and I go in on my cutest bow. So I don't like for my lips to look like lip liner. Women of color, a lot of times we into that liner. So what I do, I love to use some type of a nude. Like this is one of my favorites. This one is by ColourPop, and it is called Fantasia. Beautiful color. It's more of a brownie-like nude for new girls, for brown girls like me. But then I also love to use, that is a pinky shade by MAC, and it's really pretty too. So I'm more of a pink girl than I am a brown girl. And I'll put Fantasia around the side. Yeah, so I'll do that. Okay, and then I'll go back in to this palette right here, a little Morphe palette, the 8H palette, and I will take a fluffy brush, and I will use this color right here, just to kind of drop it all over my face. A fluffy brush, a little bit more blush, because I don't want to look like too brown. I'm going to be like, UPS, brown, what can I do for you? So that is the whole purpose of like putting the bronzer, so also adding the shimmer, and then just really, really making your palette look amazing. Underneath that you have a great skincare, before you add makeup, and so this is it.